Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mea Arroyo and I teach creative people how to sell their art online. And usually I do it with a much softer voice, but I don't know what happened to my throat. Don't worry, I don't have COVID. It's just that my voice sort of went away. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know that I recently rejoined my veterans group with a veterans organization that helps people with PTSD, which is why I have been raising my voice a bit in the past few days, which would explain this. But that shouldn't matter to us right now because what we're going to be talking about today is 15 different niches and sub-niches that you can use for your RedBubble store or your Society6 store or any other kind of print on demand. And this is something that I want a lot of people to understand, that within these niches and sub-niches, you don't have to follow this specific script or you don't have to follow this specific system. But within these niches, even a sub-niche could be your entire niche. So for example, if I say like a niche that is animals and one of the sub-niches is dogs, you could have your whole entire RedBubble, print on demand, Shopify store, whatever, just about dogs. So really the possibilities are endless. And this is something that I want you to understand while I'm going to go over a list of 15 top niches with sub niches for each one. And each one is also going to be followed by a little bit of a marketing advice or a marketing tip for you to be able to see if this is a good niche for you. Because I know that a lot of people in the past, I think it was in the past 2 months, that I've been active in groups that say like, you know, my niche is evergreen. Evergreen is not a niche. Evergreen is basically everything that people want all the time. So all of these 15 niches are evergreen. And as I said in some of my videos, my preferred way to gather up information, to spend my learning time from YouTube to be more valuable is always write things down. So I'm with my notebook here and I'm gonna sort of go over this list, which I actually made with my dad because I wanted to hear his input on things that he loves, on evergreen stuff. So I'm going to read you the list, I'm going to read you the sub-niches, and feel free to grab a pen, to grab, a pencil, a notebook, and write things down yourselves, because I do know that when I write things down for myself, I become more organized, and I really feel that I'm getting the information, and not just that, because I feel like I can have this information saved for me, because a lot of people are interested in setting up a Redbubble shop, are interested in these niche ideas, but they don't want to do it like tomorrow. They're going to address it in a month from now. And also, by the way, all of these are valid for Etsy printable wall art, for Etsy print on demand selling mugs. And I'm going to stop babbling on what this is useful for and just get down to the list of 15 top niches, evergreen niches, and sub-niches that you can use to set up your Redbubble, Society6, Etsy, and any other kind of print-on-demand business. Let's get started. For niche number one, we have what I like to call the Geek Chic. And honestly, I know that a lot of people have this like anti against the word geek, but as a geek myself, I kind of like this word. I kind of like that I love math. I kind of like that I like coding, that I like chess. So the Geek Chic is one of those niches. And if you're on Redbubble, then you could have your whole store with this niche. And these sub niches are going to be your collections, which are, let's just throw them out there: UFOs, astronomy, chemistry, math, computer science, chess. And honestly, you have a lot of different things, but the best part about it is that you have to be in it to understand it. You can't make a good chess pun if you've never played chess. And you wouldn't know what people who like UFOs want to see if you've never been a UFO buff. So I think the main point that I will pass on to all of these is don't pick a niche that has no interest to you, because you will have zero marketing value. And when I look at this, honestly, I'm looking at a lot of these things. I think that stickers and t-shirts are the leading ones with these: UFOs, astronomy, chemistry, math, computer science, chess, and really the list is long. Because if you're into geek stuff, then you know probably more than me, because I'm more of, computer science and chess. But we have a lot of things like, trust me, I'm a coder, trust me, I'm an engineer, trust me, I'm a chess player, or, stuff like I always think ahead with chess pieces. And the UFOs, like, you have this like UFO satellite, like with a beaming light that says, I believe, or I'm waiting for you, or we come in peace, or stuff like that. I think I even saw one that has like this UFO, like a big plate that is like messed up, like it's like puzzled, and it says like I come in pieces, which was hilarious to me. And I know that a lot of people like in chemistry or in coding, for example, I've seen a lot of these kind of really cool bags that basically there is like the HTML code of the bag or the HTML code of the mug, or if you're into chemistry, then actually writing down the chemic compound of coffee on a coffee mug. So this is one of the niches, and I'll stop you right now to let you know that while we do have the live chat here, if any of these niches are interesting to you and you want to hear more about that specific niche, please comment down below the video, not in the live chat section, that you want to hear more about that niche, and I'll make an individual video just about that niche with design tips, where to get graphics from, marketing tips, and all that. The second niche is Evergreen Religion. And by that, I don't mean to have like, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, and Buddhism. You don't have to have all that, but any kind of shop that is based on religion can have its own following that will follow it through. And I've seen it a lot with, mostly with Christianity, and I'm not just talking about holidays, because holidays are not evergreen, but with phrases from the Bible, with phrases from the New Testament, and their success starts on Instagram, starts on social media, because they don't just share their t-shirts and their wall art and their stickers, they just share the phrases. And that means that if you choose one of these religious niches, don't have your Instagram show your products. Have your Instagram show things relating to your faith. Have people follow you because they like this content, and if they like it enough, they will click on the link in bio, and we'll see that all of this is available on a t-shirt. You can even have like this beautiful quote from the Bible on, like an 800 by 800 pixel design for Instagram. But when you upload it, you also upload it on a t-shirt, but the quote goes first. Only when you move it and scroll it, then you see the t-shirt and the merchandise. Moving on to niche number 3, which is the fantasy magic niche, and by that I mean unicorns and mermaids and fairies and gnomes and magical forests and trees and mushrooms and basically everything that is animal but not an actual animal. I do know a lot of people who even took those sub niches as their main niche, like especially for mermaids, making their entire store about mermaids or on unicorns. Unicorns and mermaids are at the top search results for almost any type of product. If you go to Google Trends and you would see what kind of coloring pages people are looking for, mermaids and unicorns are going to be there. If you go to Google Trends or Google SEO key tools and you see what kind of, funny stickers or any kind of wall art or any kind of anything, unicorns and fairies and mermaids are always there. So this is niche number 3, which is the fantasy world. We're moving on to niche number 4, which I don't know if this is a niche in terms of your marketing, but this is something that is for people who want to scale up things, which is cities and countries. And I actually have a good example for that. If you'll excuse me for a second. It's so cool how I've actually been away for like 5 minutes, but you see it as 2 seconds with the magic of video editing. So when I ordered a bunch of stickers for my sticker review video, which by the way, I will leave a link down below if you want to check it out, one of the things that I really loved was this sticker, which is a Bucharest plane ticket leaving from Otopani Airport. And the thing is, he had all of them. The person that I bought this from had all countries in it. He had all the countries, all the cities. It was super easy for me to choose this one. I was actually thinking maybe I should also get one for Bangkok and also get one for Helsinki because I love both Bangkok and Finland. And honestly, when you do this sort of thing, you can easily create beautiful, beautiful designs. And I want to show you something that I created for my RedBubble shop for Paris and London, which is basically you take a free photo from Pixabay, which you're not allowed to use as is. But I massively edited those photos by completely changing all the colors and adding below either Paris or London. And that creates a beautiful wall art. And honestly, you can create all the cities in the world, all the major capital cities in the world this way and sort of run down, countries and cities and places. I've seen a lot of RedBubble accounts that have this with all the cities, all the major cities in the world, but I've also seen a lot of them who had it just for specific states in the United States, as United States are the major consumerism of Redbubble. And I know that a lot of people do it with maps, like maps for each state. And I've also seen like Etsy store who do maps of each city in each state, like in a unique way, sort of basically taking the Google map of that place and reverting the colors in a beautiful way to create amazing wall art. And of course, they also tell people, you can contact me and I'll give you your specific city. But cities and countries are truly a remarkable niche and a great way to get started. If you're an illustrator, you can also, I think I should make a video on that. Let me know if this is interesting to you. How to take a photograph of something and illustrate on it, like an illustration from it. So for example, I would take a photograph of the Eiffel Tower or the Big Ben or one of those, I think it was a museum in Sydney that everybody likes, and sort of show you how to make the guidelines and create basically a clip art from that and use that for a sticker. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. But this is our fourth niche, which is countries and cities. My fifth niche recommendation is alcohol. I mean, vodka, wine, whiskey, rum, gin, all kinds of those, because you have so many options for that. And one of the things that I remember most for trying to think about, designing mugs is like you design a coffee mug that says this is actually alcohol, or don't drink from my coffee cup if you're under the age of 21, or stuff like that. Under the alcohol niche, you also have people who are smokers, tobacco lovers, any other kind of thing, like give me two on the rocks, every other kind of expression you can think about that will match this niche of people who love drinking and love smoking. My biggest advice for you here would be to stay away from Facebook ads, because Facebook ads are really against promoting tobacco and alcohol. The thing is, even if you are promoting a t-shirt, their algorithm can still scan you as someone who's trying to promote drinking and alcohol and ban your page. So if you're going for these niches, you'll be going for SEO key phrases, which we will be talking about on the 26th. And you're also going for Redbubble traffic, Pinterest, and Instagram. And again, when I say Instagram, I don't just mean put your photos of your products all the time. You could find a funny, free-to-use video of someone falling down and just write me every Saturday night after a night with the boys, or stuff like that. Anything that will be funny for people within that niche. Moving on to niche number 6, which is the mystical, which is not about the fantasy, because the fantasy, the unicorns and the mermaids, I'm placing that aside, because the mystical one, our 6th niche, has these sub-niches, which is astrology, which is not astronomy, for those of you who don't know, astrology, tarot cards, and crystals. Also all kinds of, witchcraft and, all these like crystal balls and show me my future. And I don't think that a lot of people know how astrology, especially zodiac signs, can be scaled up to so many proportions. And I'm going to give you an idea, because this idea can be used for, 50-something products. I thought about doing something like, I'm a Cancer sign, so I thought about doing like a t-shirt that says, trust me, I'm a Cancer sign. And you have like the clip art of the Cancer. The thing is, you can do the exact same thing with all of the zodiac signs. And you don't have to have just trust me, I'm a Cancer. You can like say, forgive me, I'm a Cancer sign. Or say, don't trust me, I'm a Cancer sign. Or I'm sorry, I'm a Cancer sign, I can't help it. But do that for all of the zodiacs. You can also create this sort of nice imagery of, the Cancer sign, the dates of it, and its qualities, and people would buy this as gifts. And you can do that for all of the signs, and just if you type in zodiac signs dates, you will get all that information from Google. And again, if you want me to make a full video just about this topic, go ahead. We also have astrology in the way of, read me the stars, show me my future, show me my map. We have tarot cards that a lot of people are using, basically the Rider-Waite deck, the iconic tarot deck, and doing unique, specific, and fun designs with it. I know a lot of tarot buffs who are looking for tarot stickers, and this could really be a huge niche. But again, if you're not into it, if you're not someone who knows what tarot card means, or a specific tarot card, no one's going to want to buy from you, because the way that you will execute it might be wrong in a way that you wouldn't even understand. So if you are interested in the mystical, if you are interested in the crystals, I know a person who sold a lot of printable wall art on Etsy by having like photographs of 10 different crystals and writing down each of them the name and what do they mean or what they're good for, like healing stones, amethyst, you have tiger's eye, you have all that. If you're not into this, skip a niche. You don't have to have everything. But this is a really good, solid way to build your shop around if you are a mystical person. Next up, with niche number 7, we have the sports niche and fitness. And no, I don't mean for you to design something that says, I love Barca, with a photo of one of their players. That is illegal. But the thing is, soccer is not. Soccer is not an infringement on anything. You can have a t-shirt that says, on my way to soccer practice, on my way to play volleyball. You had, I think the phrase just a girl who loves volleyball was trending on RedBubble for like 3 weeks straight up. So you have all of these. You have golf, volleyball, basketball, baseball, football, soccer. Yeah, some people see the difference. To me, when people say football, I think about soccer. We don't have football in Israel. And that also corresponds with fitness, with people being in a gym. I really love the phrase for women, like anything you can lift, I can lift heavier, which is super cool. And the best way to go around this niche is by forsaking and forgetting about RedBubble mockups, because they have nothing to do with this. Because you would have a lot of success, a lot of better success using mockups from Placeit, from people who are actually active, who are actually running, who are actually doing the activity that you are talking about. So I'm going to leave a link down below for Placeit. This is an amazing platform for mockups that everyone, I think, should test out, because it is truly, I think, it changed my life in terms of marketing my own art. I don't know if you've seen my Pinterest videos, but I hardly ever use mockups from RedBubble when I go onto Pinterest and pin stuff. For the number 8 niche, like the big niche, is anyone who loves music. And for sub niches, that could be a DJ, that could be someone who plays the guitar, someone who plays the cello, someone who plays the piano, someone who plays the ukulele, and could be any other kind of person who loves music. So this comes from, I'm a DJ, best DJ in town. Trust me, I'm a DJ. Forgive me, I'm a DJ. Sorry I wasn't there in time. I was DJing last night and it got wild. And you also have music is life. Music is my life. I always have a playlist going in my head. I always have a song stuck in my head. And then you move on to guitar, to violin, to all kinds of instruments that you can find high quality creative graphics for on Creative Fabrica that are allowed for print on demand. Also, if you're a Canva Pro member, you could also find these kind of things. And you could really make a whole RedBubble store just about the niche of music. You can also make a whole RedBubble store just for guitar lovers or ukulele lovers. You know, you can always take that sub niche and make it the whole niche. I know a lot of people who built, you know, their entire t-shirt print on demand business with Printful and Shopify just for DJs and people who love, you know, to listen to music. A lot of photos, you know, with like the big headsets, you know, the strong heavy headsets. The possibilities are endless. And again, stay away from band names, stay away from popular phrases from songs, because they are copyrighted and can get you blocked or sued. What you can do for this niche is basically create sort of this slide to upload onto Instagram that has all of these different types of t-shirts or photos that has music running in the background. If you'd like me to make a video just about that, please let me know in the comment section below. I would be happy to make it. It's super fun. On niche number 9, we have the foodies niche, which is one of the niches that I love the most, which is everybody who loves anything. And the foodies niche does not include, it's not like people with sweet tooth. It's not just the cupcakes and all that, because sweet tooth is one of them. You also have a lot of people who like all these kind of sushi stuff, even if it's like a dog inside a sashimi, because I've seen it like everywhere. So you have sushi, and you have like, I know one of the stickers that sold a lot on Redbubble was something about I love my ramen soup, which is ridiculous to me because I don't like ramen soup, but apparently a lot of people do. And the foodies niche also includes inside of it the cooking. Like people like, I love to cook, trust me, I'm a chef, trust me, I'm a baker, sorry I was late, I was baking, stuff like that. The thing is that in this niche, I have a tip for you that might sound a bit weird. If you have an Instagram account promoting a niche that promotes designs for food, 70% of your posts should be about good food photos. And you know, you can't just go to Pixabay, take a photo of a nice looking ice cream dessert, and you know, you can't use it for commercial purposes. You know, you can't use it as is and put it on a product. but you can use it on Instagram. So you can go to Pixabay, download a bunch of photos of things that are delicious, and just upload that so that your Instagram account will become a place where people who loves food likes to hang out in, likes to follow, likes to see what you upload. So 70% of your posts are just photos of food, while 30% of your posts are promoting the designs you have for foodies. On niche number 10, I have coffee. Coffee is a niche of its own. Coffee and tea and what people like to drink are a niche of its own. I had a small attempt working with, I think it was Printful or Guten for selling mugs on Etsy, using print on demand. And I can tell you flat out, the first few days, the most entries I've gotten were for a specific coffee mug that says, not while I'm drinking my coffee, and another mug that said, herbal tea makes me poop. Yes, people love poop jokes and poop mugs. It's like insane. And I've seen a lot of people like, first I drink my herbal tea, then I go and have a poop. Stuff like that. And the best thing about this niche is honestly finding the good mock-ups. Because if you have a mock-up of a coffee mug from RedBubble, it does not compare to a mock-up of Place It that has the mug with a cappuccino on it. They actually have, mock-ups when you can actually see the coffee. So and they also have like mugs of people drinking the coffee looking extremely sarcastic or extremely annoyed. So this is like, I'm not a morning person on a coffee mug. And you also have the mock-ups of people drinking coffee that looks happy, which is what I use for herbal tea makes me poop. And this is not something that should only be on coffee mugs. Stickers for coffee lovers go a long way. And the best proof I can give you of that is that this is one of the first stickers that I wanted to buy. Because I saw this and I'm like, oh, hot coffee, iced coffee. That's my kind of thing. So stickers go a long way for that. And I also know a lot of people who built this sort of thing around, a clock, because a clock goes onto your kitchen and the clock says it's always time for coffee. The 11th niche is my dogs and cats. And I know that you can do all animals. You can have llamas and flamingos and owls and all that. But people who are very into their pets would buy anything relating to their pets. I mean, also one of the mugs that I remember was trending a lot was dogs are better than people, which I made 5 times with 5 different clip arts of 5 different dog breeds. And I also made cats are better than people with 5 different types of clip art cats in all of the cat colors. And you also I like my black cat. Cats are better than people. If my cat doesn't like you, feel free to leave my house. And you have all kinds of that. And I think that the tips here, the best 2 tips I can give you is that Place It has mock-ups for t-shirts with people with pets. So if you have a girl literally holding her dog, that would be a lot better to sell a t-shirt that says I'm a dog mom, other than, just one of those mock-ups from RedBubble that just has a girl going like this and her jacket, because people like to see that connection. And for Instagram, my advice would be the same as the advice for foodies. 70% of your content should be photos of cute dogs or cute cats, if that's your niche. I also didn't write this down because I don't think I thought about this enough at the time. The dogs and cats, it's not just that. I know a lot of people who built their entire business and niche ideas based on animal puns. Like, no problema, or all the sloth. Like I opened a website called Doing Slothing, which I still need to finish it. My own passive income journey has taken a really, really weird twist in the past few weeks, which I will be talking about at the 1st of April with my video of summing up my March goals and my goals for April, keeping you updated with my passive income journey. But if you want me to make a video that is all about, cool pun ideas for animals, please let me know, because, I will always love you has been one of my best sellers in any platform. Moving on to niche number 12, which is babies. And I think that a lot of people, if I tell them like a niche is babies, would be just, okay, so just design the onesies on RedBubble. No, you don't have to design the onesies. But the onesies would be nice to be written on like, I'm a big brother, I'm a big sister, I'm the youngest, I'm the most spoiled. I even had one, I think that it actually sold, that says, I don't pay rent. And for that, I used a mock-up from RedBubble of a kid literally sitting next to a piggy bank, which looks hilarious. And the thing is, if you're on the baby niche, it's not just about being designing for babies. it's about designing for mothers as well. It's like, I'm a super mom, or I'm a tired mom. This mom is super tired, stuff like that. And if you're doing I'm a super mom, no Superman logo. That's an infringement. It could get you banned. I also know a lot of people on RedBubble who went for the baby niche and designed all the onesies for babies. But what they did is that they found these, like, cool, smooth pastel colors to design as wall art for nurseries and even on clocks, baby blankets, all kinds of fleece blankets, and they did all the grown-up t-shirts for moms and for dads. So the whole topic here is, being a baby or having a baby. Moving on to niche number 13, which I call gearheads, although it doesn't quite include all the sub-niches, which is people who love cars, people who love motorcycles, people who like bicycle, although that could also be in the sporting niche, in the fitness niche. We also have people who like trucks, who like boats and sailing, basically all kinds of transportation. And honestly, if you're a good illustrator, you can just download any photo of any other type of car that is famous and that is good, illustrate a general illustration of that car, and sell it on a sticker. If you want me to make that video, because I think I suggested it before with the cities and all the monuments, please let me know. I'm using Clip Studio Paint, but you could also do the same with Photoshop. And I think this would be a good design with me video that I haven't done in a really long time, and I'm planning on bringing back in April. And moving on quickly to number 14, which I actually wrote with a question mark, which is Zen. Because it's, the yoga, the meditating, the living the chillax kind of lifestyle, the healthy and balanced life. There was once a phrase that was very trending on Redbubble, like, this is how I fight my battles. So this is how I fight my battles. I made a design for that. I think it was a few years ago. This is how I fight my battles, with a girl writing in her notebook, or this is how I fight my battles, with a girl doing yoga. And there are a lot of people who will just buy a simple poster because it has all the yoga poses. And I really do think that when it comes to the Zen and meditation scene, if you're all about that and a person looks for one specific design and they find you and they go in, it would be a lot easier for them to stay in your shop and look for other things other than to go back to Redbubble and look at other people and what they do, because you would have so much relating things to that. So you would have, when you're basically focusing on these niches and sub niches, you have more success in making not one sale to one person, but having a person buy several items from your store. For the Zen, the yoga, the meditation niche, I have 2 tips for you who are not marketing but are still valuable. 1, really invest your time when you design the leggings, because leggings are valuable for people who do yoga. And my second tip, did you know that Society6 has yoga mats? Also Fine Art America, by the way, which is extremely important if you're in the Zen and meditation and yoga niche, that you can actually promote yoga mats. And for all of you thinking, did she just say Fine Art America? Because I want to see a video just about that. There's gonna be a video just about Fine Art America in April. It's one of my April video lists, which will be published in few days. And our last evergreen topic, evergreen niche with sub niches, is everyone who loves the environment, save the planet, eco-friendly, cruelty-free, vegan. I can't tell you enough how many people who sell cosmetics and food that is vegan and cruelty-free are looking for stickers for that. I can't tell you how many places who have vegan food or cruelty-free, like they sell cruelty-free products, would love to have a face mask that says that. So again, this is a niche that you have to be in it for you to be able to gather around an audience around it and really get down to brass tacks, because I wouldn't be able to do something like this because I'm not a vegan. I thought once, just creating a bunch of vegan stuff, but I don't know a lot about it. But if you're going into the vegan niche full time, I don't know, half of your posts should just be, salad recipes, or, recipes of what to do with quinoa. I know a person that had a print-on-demand shop in Hebrew for vegan designs. And we are obsessed in Israel with tahini, which is obviously vegan. And I think that every second post was like a recipe of something to do with tahini. And he got his followers by just the fact that people who are vegan were looking for recipes and then seeing all that vegan merch. And that also relates to the fact that I'm telling you, having your own website, not as a selling point, but as a point to drive people into your Redbubble store, because you can set up a whole website with vegan recipes, and if you want to buy our merch, you have that on our Redbubble store. And that is my 15 niches for today. I'm going to go over them real quick. Just the topics: we have the Geek Chic with computer science, chess, math, chemistry. We have religious, which is all the religion with basically phrases, as well as holidays. We have fantasy, unicorn, mermaids, fairies, gnomes, magical forest trees, and mushrooms. We have a good niche for scaling up and creating designs that are based on the same thing but with a different name, which is cities and countries. We also have the alcohol and tobacco niche. We have the mystical astrology, tarot cards, crystal niche. We have the sports lover slash fitness slash gym niche. And we have the music lovers, which is people who love music, people who do music as a DJ, as well as people who play each and every single instrument. We have the foodies category with sushi and sweet tooth and recipes, and I'm a chef, and forgive me, I was late, I was baking something in the oven, or anything to do with loving food. We have the coffee and the tea niche, which is something that people do every day and super evergreen. We have the dogs and cat niche, which you should either choose one or do both. And also that little topic I mentioned about finding cool animal puns. We have number 12, which is the babies and moms and dads niche. We have the gearheads at number 13 with cars and motorbikes, as well as sailing, because that's a niche on its own. We have the Zen niche that concludes yoga and meditating, which could also be a part of the sports niche or a part of the 15th niche, which is more environmental, save the planet, recycle, and being vegan. Those are the 15 niches that I have for you today, and forgive me if I'm getting like all excited. I think I need that extra excitement for my voice to work. And with that, I will remind you, I have a lot of links down below in this video for cool and useful things. Everything that I showed you throughout this video, everything that you saw sliding up here, whether it's one of my other videos or recommendations for platforms where you could get graphics or mockups, are going to be listed down below. I'm also reminding you that if you want me to make a specific video just about a specific niche, please let me know in the comment section below. I would like to finish this video with 2 comments. One, thank you so much for all of your support for my previous video, making the video about how I personally promote my Redbubble product. I know it might sounded weird to a lot of people, but how I promote my Redbubble product has to do with why I started with Redbubble, which was a very personal topic for me, and I didn't know how it was gonna pan out. I didn't know if people are gonna do like, oh my god, so that girl's like PTSD and she's crazy and she couldn't have kids, so she made a video about that, or if people are gonna take it in a positive way. And I can't tell you enough, not just for the comments on that video, who have been amazing, of people, it's really hard to be on the sharing side, and I know that it's also hard to be on the other side that listens to it. So I would like to thank everyone who listened to my story about that. And I can't even tell you the amount of DMs I got from people who have a similar story. I've gotten so many messages from people who are saying, I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia a few months ago after I haven't been able to work for 2 years. And that is what led them to print on demand. That is what led them to wanting to sell printable wallet on Etsy. So truly, I would really like to thank all of you for your support, and also for sharing your personal stories with me. That is super touching, and I'm gonna try not to cry right now. And the second, thank you for everybody who's participated in this live chat. I do love these live chats. They're like the brightest point of my day. And if you don't want to miss out on a live chat and live premiere, make sure to follow me on Instagram, because I'm letting you know there when my live premieres are going up. During the month of April, I will also be working on building a website for my best friend after having completely changed her Etsy shop, and she started really selling better on Etsy, especially by using TikTok. And she has a very unique story on how she started and how the store kind of got into shape in selling stuff. She doesn't sell print on demand, so I wasn't sure if this is something that you want to see, but we really did revamp her store, change her branding, changed everything that the store is and does. And throughout this success, because Etsy has a lot of fees, she decided she wants a Shopify store. So I'm going to be working on that on April. But I thought, as long as I'm working on that, would you like some, behind the scenes kind of looks? Because if you do, let me know. I'm also thinking maybe we should bring her in and interview her. about Etsy or about TikTok, because she knows about TikTok a lot more than me. That's it for today. In 2 days, we're going to have a full video on how to make and sell stationery printables on Etsy, which is going to be kind of interesting, I think, because it's something that you could really, make this one template for and then keep scaling it and keep changing it with different graphics from Creative Fabrica and Canva, which is something that I think is an amazing business opportunity for anyone. And I'm going to see you then in 2 days for that video, and of course the rest of my schedule, which I will elaborate down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. That was me for today, and as usual, I will see you in my next video. Bye!